Have you ever seen a place so surreal, so jaw-dropping, you thought it must be photoshopped? Well, get ready, because today, we're about to explore 10 places on Earth that are so bizarre, so unbelievably beautiful, they seem like they belong in a fantasy novel or a science fiction movie. These aren't tourist traps or Instagram illusions, these are real places that challenge your idea of what our planet is capable of. So grab your passport, or at least your imagination, because here are 10 places you won't believe actually exist. First up, Salar de Uyuni in Bolivia. Imagine standing on the largest salt flat in the world, stretching over 10,000 square kilometers. But here's where it gets surreal. After a rainfall, this massive salt desert transforms into the world's largest natural mirror. The shallow water creates an endless reflection of the sky, making it nearly impossible to tell where the land ends and the sky begins. It's as if you're walking through clouds. But beyond its surreal beauty, Salar de Uyuni also plays a significant role in global technology. It contains one of the largest reserves of lithium on Earth, a vital element used in batteries. With its dreamlike landscape and global significance, this is one place that looks straight out of a sci-fi movie, but it's 100% real. Next, we travel to China, to the surreal world of Zhangjiajie National Forest Park. This is the landscape that inspired the floating Hallelujah Mountains in James Cameron's Avatar. Here, massive sandstone pillars stretch toward the sky, some over 1,000 meters high. Formed by millions of years of erosion, these towering columns are often cloaked in mist, giving them an almost magical appearance. Visitors can also experience one of the most heart-stopping attractions here, the glass bridge, suspended more than 300 meters above the canyon floor. Between the mist, the height, and the staggering beauty, Zhangjiajie makes you feel like you've stepped into another planet. With a name like the Door to Hell, you know it's going to be wild, and it is. In the Karakum Desert of Turkmenistan, there's a massive crater that's been burning continuously since 1971. That's over 50 years of relentless flames. The story goes that Soviet geologists were drilling for natural gas when the ground beneath them collapsed, forming a crater. To prevent the release of poisonous gas, they set it on fire, thinking it would burn out in a few days. But it never did. Today the crater glows bright orange against the night sky, a fiery pit that attracts travelers, scientists, and thrill seekers. It truly looks like a portal to another realm, one lit by endless flames. Paris, the city of light. But deep beneath its charming boulevards lies a far darker secret, the catacombs. This underground ossuary holds the bones of over 6 million people, stacked in precise patterns along narrow tunnels. It's a haunting labyrinth that stretches for more than 200 miles beneath the city. The catacombs were created in the late 1700s when Paris's cemeteries became dangerously overcrowded. It's one of the most eerie, fascinating places on Earth, a grim reminder of mortality hidden under one of the world's most vibrant cities. Blood-red waters, steaming heat, and the power to mummify. It may sound like something from a horror story, but it's real. Lake Natron in Tanzania is one of the most hostile environments on Earth. The lake gets its deep red color from microorganisms that thrive in its alkaline waters. The temperatures can reach up to 60 degrees Celsius, and the water's pH can be as high as 10.5, similar to ammonia. For most creatures, it's a death trap. Birds and animals that fall into its waters are calcified, preserved almost perfectly as if turned to stone. Despite this, Lake Natron is also a vital breeding ground for lesser flamingos, which thrive in the salty shallows. It's a strange, paradoxical place, lethal and life-giving at the same time. Imagine a mountain with cliffs so high and sheer it looks like it was dropped from the sky. That's Mount Roraima, a massive tabletop mountain that forms the border between Venezuela, Brazil, and Guyana. Roraima rises over 2,800 meters into the clouds. Its flat top is often hidden by mist, giving it the appearance of a floating island in the sky. This mountain inspired Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's The Lost World, and it's easy to see why. The isolated summit hosts species that exist nowhere else on Earth, plants, insects, and even animals that evolved in complete separation from the world below. It's a prehistoric world that time forgot, hovering high above the rainforest. If you saw Pamukkale for the first time, you might think it's covered in snow or ice. But the white formations here aren't frozen. They're made of travertine, a mineral deposited by thermal waters. The name Pamukkale means cotton castle in Turkish, and that's exactly what it looks like, a castle made of soft white clouds. Hot springs flow down the slopes, forming terraces of shimmering turquoise pools. For thousands of years, people have come here to bathe in the healing waters. Adjacent to Pamukkale are the ruins of the ancient Roman spa city of Hierapolis, making this place a stunning combination of natural wonder and historical treasure. Socotra Island is so strange and so alien-looking that many call it the most alien place on Earth. Located off the coast of Yemen in the Arabian Sea, Socotra is home to a bizarre array of plant life, most famously the dragon's blood tree, which looks like an upside-down umbrella and bleeds a bright red sap. The island's isolation has allowed it to develop unique biodiversity with over 700 species found nowhere else on the planet. The landscape ranges from desert dunes to jagged mountains to lush green valleys, an ecosystem unlike any other. With few tourists and limited accessibility, Socotra remains one of the world's most mysterious natural preserves. From the skies above Belize, you'll see what looks like a dark, perfectly round eye staring up from the sea. That's the Great Blue Hole, a massive underwater sinkhole surrounded by coral reef. It measures over 300 meters across and plunges more than 125 meters deep. Divers flock here from around the world to explore its eerie depths. As you descend, the light dims and gigantic stalactites loom from the walls, a submerged cave system formed during the last ice age when sea levels were lower. Jacques Cousteau famously explored it in 1971 and named it one of the top diving sites in the world, and once you see it, you'll understand why. Last but definitely not least, we visit Antelope Canyon in Arizona, USA, one of the most photogenic places on Earth. Carved by centuries of flash floods, this slot canyon is made of soft, undulating sandstone. The walls twist and curve in smooth, wave-like formations, painted in deep reds, oranges, and purples. What truly makes this place magical, though, are the beams of sunlight that shine down through narrow openings above, illuminating the canyon with otherworldly rays. Walking through Antelope Canyon feels like stepping into a living sculpture, one shaped entirely by the forces of water, time, and light. Our planet is full of wonders, some we've seen 1,000 times, and others that defy logic, gravity, and imagination. These 10 places challenge what we think is possible in nature. They blur the line between fantasy and reality. And maybe that's what makes them so special. Because in a world where we think we've seen it all, places like these remind us that there's still magic to be found, if we're willing to look for it. Which of these places would you visit first? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing explorations of the unbelievable, the unknown, and the unforgettable. Until next time, keep exploring.